Sir?
Arrows number 3, which are visible on the left and right hand side of the dividing line. They represent the horizontal line that I've just explained. Arrows number 2 on the left and right hand side of the middle line.
And which groove is this?
It is a groove impressed area, that we commonly call the length. I've given it just an imaginary number 1 for orientation purposes.
Wait. Did he just say orientation purposes? Sir, you are in court, okay? There is no orientation. We're not trying to get a job, okay? We're not trying to work with Mangena. You're supposed to tell us what happened. Why are you calling this an orientation? There's other words you could have used: exhibit purposes, presentation purposes. I don't know, anything but orientation. The confusion for me has me very, very concerned, because I still want to know. Why did you only do your affidavit in September 2023? September is a month after August. Chris Mangena, the Oscars Pistorius ballistic analyst, yeah, we got that right. Analyst was in court in the Senzo trial on the 30th of August 2023, and you only wrote your affidavit in September 2023. So I'm very curious. I'm going to go back obviously to my videos, but if you guys have time, go to my playlist over there. Mangena's examination in chief last year with Baloi. What did he say about Sereo? Because we've got to listen to that, just like they're doing with the side-by-side microscope. We've got to listen to that from last year, and then we have to listen to this affidavit. Something tells me there's going to be an exact match. But you know what? Let's continue listening. Let me give the guy a chance. Let me not start by just tearing him down. Let me give him a fair chance.
And how many match instructions could you count?
I was able to count up to 6.
Yes, and did you put the test number on record?
The test that I use,
Test bullet number?
the test bullet that I use for this purpose is test number 8, TB8. It is 369 TB8.
Okay, so this is for those that asked me to break down what happened in a court today. So Mangena, he tested 8 bullets, okay? He tested 8 bullets. And a mix of CMJs and FMJs. CMJs is complete metal bullet, complete metal jacket, and FMJ is full metal jacket. One is harder than the other, okay? Now, why did he do that? Because, he's trying the most, okay? He's trying really hard, okay? So he labeled his bullets. So remember, Ruloff tested FMJ bullets already, and he labeled those bullets 1 and 2. Are you with me? Okay, Mangena then continues the test. Remember, he goes to Cleveland to pick up the gun himself and continues the test. And he does tests 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So even though he did test up to bullet number 10, he actually tested only 8 bullets. And his test results, okay, bullet test number 5 and bullet test number 9 confirmed matches, these striation matches and dun-dunny things that they like to talk about, okay? Now, enter Mr. Supervisor, Mr. Team Lead, Mr. Operations Manager, okay? He takes those bullets because he's too lazy, okay? He's a superior, he's a boss, he's not about to do the work himself and have his own independent analysis. So he takes the results that Mangena has, and he takes, I don't know how he picked the numbers, so his tests where he saw these matches are test number 4 and test number 8 of what Mangena did, of Mangena's work, okay? So then now this is what he's explaining to us. So when he says 369 TB8, it means a bullet that is labeled 369 TB test bullet 8. Hope that helps you out. Let's continue on.
Do you remember what type of ammunition this was?
This bullet, this is a full metal jacket bullet. Page 4 depicts what I've seen in a different groove in respect of test number 369 TB8 and the exhibit.
Kushuthi-ke lana kubonakala omimsele onezimpawu kule mhlambi u-369 TB8.
And for orientation purposes, this will be groove number.
This will be imaginary groove number 2. This photograph depicts the convergence, the correspondence between the marks as found on the exhibit and as found on the test bullet on a completely different groove, as I've already pointed out. The mark at the bottom of the illustration of the photo, this pattern is visible on the right-hand side of the midline, of the dividing line. Just above this area, there's also a pattern which is visible on the exhibit and on the test. There's a ridge visible as a line on the left-hand side that is on the exhibit, and it is also visible on the right-hand side. There's also a line above that one, which is corresponding with the line on the right-hand side. The valley, there's a deep valley which is also consistent with the valley on the right-hand side of the middle line. The pattern visible, that is the overall impression of the pattern. The pattern visible on the left-hand side is consistent with the pattern visible on the right-hand side of the midline.
How many matching striations on this groove?
I'm able to count 1, 2, 3, 4, my lord. This will be groove number 3, my lord. So this is a completely different groove from the ones that I have already explained. The pattern on this groove on the left-hand side is consistent with the pattern on the right-hand side of the midline. I'm referring to the valley which is observable on the left and right-hand side.
Just point out the valley.
The deeper part of the pattern. The raised part of the pattern, that is the ridges. There are two raised parts on the left-hand side in the form of lines, consistent with those on the right-hand side.
And how many striations were you able to identify?
In this case, I'm able to identify 3, my lord.
Well, one thing about the Mzansi trial, our vocabulary is forced. It's going to be enriched, expanded, exploratory, okay? Because now we're talking about ridges and valley, okay? As we travel through the valley of the shadow of death. No, not that valley. The valley of the grooves, okay? The grooves. And now we're on groove number 3. Imaginary grooves, he says. It's like, why are we imagining things? So if it is not there, okay, so you know what, I'm going to give Sereo some credit. I'm going to give him some credit. I know I can see you typing. Hold on, let me finish my thought on why I'm saying I'm going to give him some credit. He explains very well. I can follow him. Look at the left-hand side, look at the right-hand side. And keep in mind, he is not using, Mnisi's tools. He's using just a pointer. When Mangena used just a pointer, all he said was, "It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. I see it. Inshallah, I don't see it. I see it." You see, there was all that back and forth annoying stuff, but literally here, I can follow what he's saying, okay? I might not be able to see what he's saying, but I'm able to follow. So far he's done 3 grooves. The first one, I think the second one had 4 matching striations in there. And then this third groove has got 3 matching striations. And if you've been following the Mzansi trial, because now we're all ballistic experts, okay? Analyst, expert, whichever word you prefer to self-title yourself, okay? You can even open a YouTube channel and start explaining these things. But we already know that it has to be 6 matching striations for this bullet to be declared a match, or 2 pairs of 3 striations. Let me know in the comment section if you got that right. But we keep moving. The good news, there's no exam, okay? We, the members of the jury, we're not writing an exam. But why is this information important to you? It's important for you to keep up with this information because cross-examination is coming tomorrow, and something tells me Dave is going to arm the defense team. But I'm not going to I'm not going to keep all of his breakdowns. Okay, I'll cut them because it's just a whole repetition. But all you need to know are keywords like left-hand side and right-hand side. Left-hand side is the exhibit bullet, the bullet from the Spaza house. Right-hand side is his bullet number 8. Okay, that Mangena shot that he took so that he can check it out. Okay, and it's a full metal jacket. Those are the things we need to know. And then we need to know words like ridges and valleys, literally, just like as Laleni, the ridges and the valleys, same thing, same WhatsApp group. Okay, let's keep going. But somebody tell me something, because I cannot unsee this. What is going on with Ngomezulu? Is Ngomezulu smelling a rat? Is he smelling a big, ugly, rotten rat? What did Nisi call it? I smell a rat, a rotten rat. What is going on with Ngomezulu? What is going on? Is he coughing or he's smelling something? Is somebody smelling? You know what? Let me stop talking before I digress. Let's keep it moving.
Just put in record. This is test bullet marked.
Oh, the test bullet is marked 369 TB8. This is a full metal jacket. As I've already explained, my lord, that at Ballistic South Africa, the standard method that we use is pattern matching.
Ballistic South Africa ballistic matching.
Although consecutive matching striae is not prohibited as well. These illustrations that I'm making should be interpreted within the spirit of pattern matching, meaning that the striations are indicated on the first, that is on the land, that is area number 1, groove number 1. They were validated and confirmed by the striations, by the pattern that I found on groove number 2. Because these grooves are in perfect orientation.
Listen, he's making sense, okay? But for me, he keeps talking about the pattern this, the pattern that. And I say to myself, well, the only pattern that I know, that I'm accustomed to, do you know which pattern it is, guys? It's the one when we say tungisani. That's the only pattern I know. This one that he's talking about with the valleys and the ridges seems to make sense for him. So basically, let me break it down. He's saying he saw the pattern in groove number 1. And then when he went to groove number 2, he saw the pattern consistently there. So does it make sense? Instead of the there, it's there. I see it. That Mangena was subjecting us to for an entire week. Now we're hearing it with clarity. Okay? So you know what? Again, I said, I'll give it to you, Sereo. I'll give it to you, Sereo. You're explaining. You are explaining the explanations, but you still haven't told us about the logistics, about the policies and processes, about why is it a 9mm and not a 38mm special, okay? Those are the main questions we have. And most importantly, why this affidavit that you're reading from, why did you write it last year in September? Once we answer those questions, we'll be back on the same page.
If you say they're in perfect orientation, can you just explain that in simple terms?
It means, as I have, just like as I put the lengths side by side, and I numbered them number 1. When I rotated the bullets, they will follow the same sequence, so that groove number 1 is always in alignment with groove number 1. Groove number 1 on the exhibit is always in alignment with groove number 1 on the test. I look at the features in groove number 2. Groove number 1, both grooves number 1 must be still aligned. So this means that if you rotate your bullet right up to the 6th groove, groove number 1 from the exhibit side will still be aligned with groove number 1 on the test side. So this is the demand placed on examination by the rules of pattern matching. Even in CMS, it is like that. Then the marks that I obtained from in the 3rd groove, as I've already explained, they also confirm and validate what I have found in groove number 1 and in groove number 2. If an examiner follows this approach, the propensity of committing error becomes very, very low, if not negligible at all. Even if I didn't have 6 consecutive matchings trial in the first groove, according to the rules of pattern matching, the pattern matching approach, this would have still demonstrated sufficiency.
Are you now done with exhibit M1? That is test bullet number 8.
That is correct, my lord.
So you can proceed to exhibit M2. Just put the test bullet number on record.
So congratulations if you've made this far in the theory, practical, no, this is theory, in the theory version of Lieutenant Colonel Sereo, who taught us all about the valleys and the shadows of death and the pits and the parallels and everything, okay? So now we know how he got the test bullet 8, and says that it matches with the weapon that Mangena had, which he went to pick up all by himself over there by the Cleveland police station, didn't sign for it, and kept it for 4 years. We're going to keep repeating that until we get the answers from the South African Police Services. And you know who also needs to listen in on this is, yes, him, Minister of Police. We need you to also hear what they're doing over there by the Ballistics and Dondoni over there, okay? They're not following no processes and procedures. But you know what? Now they're going to the second bullet, which is TB4. It's going to go through the exact same exercise. So you know what? We'll do that in a separate video, because why should I make this video long? Why should I make this video and long? Okay, let me end it here. Thanks so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, you absolutely know you have my heart. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share. YouTube tells me that you guys love to share these videos to YouTube, to WhatsApp. Okay, so if you're in the same WhatsApp group, make sure you're sharing. Share the videos. I absolutely love to see those shares. Please remember as well to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching from outside the club. That's 65% of you. This week our goal is to bring that number down, and I'm asking you to help me with that. Just hit the subscribe button. It's a secret. No one will ever know you're subscribed to my channel, okay? You can just pretend that you have no clue that you're subscribed, but you'll still get the notifications, and it will be better for you than to constantly search for Mzansi Unfiltered. That is it from me today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.